more on the AI ads that hit the mark as well as those that flopped during this year's Super Bowl, I spoke to Rama Yelkur. She's the Executive Dean of the Merrilee Alexander Kick College of Business and Entrepreneurship at Texas Women's University. Here's what she had to say.
What makes a Super Bowl commercial successful? And my research of over 25 years says a Super Bowl commercial is watched by a group of people. They want to be entertained. There needs to be a good story. And the winning ingredients are humor, animals, celebrities, children, music, and a touch of sex appeal if it's used nicely in the story. So ultimately, we go back to these basic drivers that make a Super Bowl commercial successful. So whether you use AI or whether you use humans to create a commercial, the success depends on whether you're entertaining your audience during the Super Bowl.
And we definitely saw all those elements of your special formula, didn't we? Animals, celebrities, humor, kids. Whom would you say really succeeded, in captivating that audience?
There are many. It's tough for me to pick, but one commercial that actually picked all the ingredients that I recommend is Amazon Alexa. And it was, somewhat poking fun at AI. It was humor. Chris Hemsworth, celebrity, and his wife, who's the voice of reason. There was a snake. There was a bear. There were animals, right? There was humor, celebrities, a little bit of sex appeal, just a little bit of poking fun, entertaining. People loved it. And I think that it had a winning recipe.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you teach a course at your university where you and your students analyze in real time the likability of Super Bowl ads. What were the highlights from your panel on Sunday? What was everyone discussing?
There were a multitude of generations because you have students and then you have professors and faculty, and you have me and other colleagues. So people like different ads, but there was a commonality. Humor prevailed. Humor and tugging at the heartstrings, emotions prevailed. So the two ads that everybody liked was the Dunkin' commercial, which was nostalgia, humor, lots of celebrities, lots of fun, lots of humor, lots of surprises, right? Seinfeld and Friends cast, all of them showed up, and Tom Brady showed up as well. So there was a touch of football. So that was a hit. The tugging at the heartstrings, there's an animals in it. Always the Budweiser Clydesdales win, and the Clydesdale saving a baby bald eagle and the bald eagle growing up to fly off the back of the Clydesdale was really very emotional and appealed to everyone, regardless of age and regardless of generation. And the Lay's potato farmer, how the dad hands over the farm to the daughter, and there's a lot of emotional appeal, and there's children, grandchildren, all of those things. So humor plus heart has been winning over the last 2 or 3 years on the Super Bowl.
So we talked about what worked. Which ones that you think didn't work, and why specifically? Perhaps did the messaging not come across?
So Coinbase, which is a crypto company, they came back to the Super Bowl. I know of at least 4 years later. They were the ones who launched with a whole bunch of crypto companies in 2022, and they had an ad where they had lines to a song in karaoke style, and that's all there was. And some people got it, some people didn't. There was no humor, there were no animals, there were no kids, there was no music, there were no celebrities. And if you missed it, you missed it. And if you asked people what it was about, they couldn't tell you.
A big thank you to Rama Yelkur.